electric yellow. So it's quite common for the fish to go and hide when they're getting used to the tank. And then the aim is to have enough fish so they're all swimming happily around using the whole tank. If they're hiding a lot, that means you don't have enough fish. And you've also got to watch the boss of the tank. So it's really important that the boss is giving everyone a hurry along and not hurting them, because how well your fish get along is governed by the boss. So we've started off putting some tin foils in this tank. Now the reason why I've put in tin foils is they're a nice, very big, very active, very peaceful fish. And this situation, you're going to be viewing this tank from quite far away. So you want to be able to see the fish that are in it. And also when you've got some mid-dwelling fish, it makes the bottom dwellers feel safe. If you start off by just getting cichlids, then often they feel quite stressed because they wonder where the fish are above them, and to them that means danger. So they tend to become more territorial and they tend to hide. So these are working out really quite well. So they're very hardy, very active, very easy to keep. And it's really important when you put new fish in the tank that you don't feed them for the first couple of days. Then when you do go to feed your fish, you need to make sure the food's all eaten in 30 seconds as a guide. So the best food you can feed is this. And the reason why I say this is your probiotic from New Life Spectrum. And the probiotic bacteria that's in the food means when the fish poo, the bacteria in the poo eats the poo. So it's a really clean food. And then I mix it with this one, which is your Dainichi. And this one is absolutely best for colour and general health. And then it's also good to put some wafers in there, because any of your slower fish or your nighttime fish will come and graze off this. So chuck a few of these in so the fish can go and graze on it. And if you're going to buy a wafer though, always make sure you buy the New Life Spectrum wafer, because it's a holistic food and it's water stable. So it actually takes about 24 hours before it starts to break down. So the next thing we need to be doing is over time watching their bellies. And if you see their belly getting skinny, then you need to feed a bit more. And if you see the belly getting fat, you need to feed a little bit less. And you need to pay attention to which ones are getting skinny and which ones are getting fat. So if the big ones are getting skinny, you need to feed bigger pellets and so forth. And then you need to make sure that you never ever buy fish without bringing a water sample to Majestic Aquariums and a video of the tank running, because we need to test the water and we need to look at the fish. So we need to see if anything's going on with the fish and make sure they're healthy and make sure the water's good before you go putting new fish in. So at the moment, we've got a red-eyed zebra, and we've got an electric yellow, and we've got an ACI. They're all from Lake Malawi in Africa. And then we've got a couple of albino tinfoil barbs, and then we've got a tinfoil barb. And they appear to be getting along beautifully and appear to be settling in beautifully at this stage. And then I bring this guy, which I decided not to put in the tank because he was misbehaving in the box and I worried about him being too aggressive. We also got to make sure we end up with some good scavenging catfish and then maybe some geos to dig in the sand as well to help keep the sand nice and clean. And maybe some fake plants to hide this, these poles, particularly once this driftwood decides to sink. And then if we do see a tea colour in the water, that's often from the driftwood, which some activated carbon in the filter will often fix. This is a very, very relaxing tank to watch. If you wanted the sound a little bit more quiet, if you just put a little bit more water in it, because you'll be amazed how much the water evaporates. And that breaking of the water surface when the filter goes in is actually very, very good for the tank. And I think it's a really relaxing sound. But if that annoys you, if you just raise the water level a little bit, then you'll find that sound will reduce. And the less the lights are on, the less algae you'll get and the cleaner the tank will stay.